play. Hello, hello. Are you ready for some world cooking? I am Mr. Salt.
And I am Mrs. Pepper. And today we are doing some delicious world cooking for Blue. And you.
We are making tasty treats from all over the world. Will you help us make something extra special for Blue?
Magnifique! You can be our kitchen helper. Which fantastic food should we make for Blue? Pick a yummy world food for us to make for Blue and you. Apple pie.
Apple pie is a very popular and delicious dessert in the USA, home of the Statue of Liberty.
Tap the green arrow to help us. Apple pie is a tasty pastry filled with fresh apples, often cooked in a delicious mixture of butter and spices.
First, let's drag some butter to the saucepan. The butter is starting to melt.
Use this spoon to stir the butter.
Well done, kitchen helper. The butter is perfectly melted.
Now we add water to the saucepan.
Now let's add some spices and a dash of brown sugar.
Sprinkle them into the saucepan.
Nicely done, kitchen helper.
Now use this spoon to stir it all together.
This mix will be perfect for our pie. We'll leave it right here for later, huh?
Now let's make a very important part of the pie, the crust.
Will you help tap all around the dough to flatten it into the pie dish? Great! Flatten the dough, just like this. Très bon! Very good. Just a few more presses and we'll have the perfect crust.
Now it's time to add delicious apple slices. Spread out the apples evenly in the crust. Okay, almost done. Just a few apples left.
Super! Now we can add the filling mixture we made before.
Now it's time to add a beautiful lattice crust on top. A lattice is a pattern that is used often to decorate the top of a pie. It makes the pie look almost as good as it tastes. Trace the dotted line to slice the dough. Très bon! Keep slicing.
Beautiful! Now, drag the slices of dough to the pie to create the lattice pattern.
Blue is going to love this delicious-looking apple pie.
And now we are ready to bake. Mrs. Pepper and I preheated the oven.
Watch out! The oven can be very hot, so a grown-up should always do this part. Here you go, Blue. Your world food today is apple pie from the USA. In the USA, people love to eat apple pie, especially on Thanksgiving.
Blue loves it! We couldn't have done it without you, kitchen helper. Thank you. Blue loved this world food so much, I think she might want to make something else.
Tap play again to make a new dish from another part of the world. Pick a yummy world food for us to make for Blue and you. Bibimbap.
Bibimbap is a scrumptious food from South Korea in Asia, home to a royal palace called Gyeongbokgung. Sounds pretty royal to me.
Bibimbap is a rice dish with lots of different toppings, like sprouts, meat, and egg.
First, let's drag meat to the frying pan. Now let's add sauce and spices. Spices. Smells delicious.
Now use this spoon to stir it all together.
Well done, kitchen helper. Now, let's fry an egg. Ah, perfect. We'll add this to our bibimbap later.
Mr. Salt and I cooked some rice and added it to the bowl for you. Next, let's drag the meat we cooked, sprouts, carrots, mushrooms, and spinach all around the bowl to make the bibimbap.
Magnifique! Thank you, kitchen helper.
Now let's drag the fried egg right into the middle of the bowl. It makes an excellent decoration. Here you go, Blue. Your world food today is bibimbap from South Korea. The best way to eat bibimbap is to mix all the ingredients together before you eat it.
Blue loves it. We couldn't have done it without you, kitchen helper. Thank you. Blue loved this world food so much, I think she might want to make something else.
Pick a yummy world food for us to make for Blue and you.
Xiaolongbao.
Xiaolongbao is the name for soup dumplings in China, home of the Great Wall of China. Wow! That really is a Great Wall.
Soup dumplings are a yummy, chewy pastry with meat and hot soup inside.
First, let's make the filling. Will you help us mix pork, seasoning, and soup cubes? Okay. Drag each ingredient to the bowl.
Soup cubes.
Now use this spoon to stir it all together.
Ah, this mix will be delicious in our dumplings. We'll leave it right here for later.
Now let's use this rolling pin to flatten this dough so it's perfectly round. Magnifique! Now it's time to pour the filling we made into the dough. Now, will you help us pull and pinch all around the dough to seal the dumpling shut?
Swipe all around the dough to seal the dumpling shut. Ah, perfect pulling and pinching, kitchen helper. Keep going. A superb dumpling. Mrs. Pepper and I made some too. Place yours in the steamer with the dumplings we made. Mrs. Pepper and I will turn on the steam to cook the dumplings. The steamer can be really hot. Always get a grown-up's help when putting things into the steamer.
Okay. Next, let's drag more steamers full of delicious dumplings to the stack.
Ah, sensationally stacked. Keep stacking. Let's take a look. Ah, beautifully steamed dumplings.
Here you go, Blue. Your world food today is Xiaolongbao from China. Be careful, soup dumplings are always really hot. Make sure to blow on them before you eat them.
Blue loves them. We couldn't have done it without you, kitchen helper. Très magnifique. Blue loved this world food so much, I think she might want to make something else.
Pick a yummy world food for us to make for Blue and you.
Biryani.
Biryani is a delicious dish from India, home of the magnificent Taj Mahal.
Biryani is a mixed rice dish. It is made with spices, rice, and meat or vegetables.
Can you help us add water, spices, and rice into the pan?
Rice.
Now use this spoon to stir. Well done, kitchen helper. Now use the strainer to strain out the extra water. Tap to give it a little shake. That's perfect! We'll leave this right here and add it to our biryani later. Next, let's sauté some lovely vegetables for our biryani. Let's start with some fresh onions and spices. Sauté means to cook something in oil in a pan. Biryani has yogurt in it.
Smells delicious. Next, let's mix in carrots, potatoes, and peas, kitchen helper. Peas! Ah, so colorful and spicy.
We're ready to add the rice mix we made before. Now use this spoon to stir it all together.
Ah, smells fantastic already. Now, will you add the lid to the pot to let it steam? I think it's ready.
Here you go, Blue. Your world food today is biryani from India. Biryani can be eaten for lunch or dinner.
Blue loves it. We couldn't have done it without you, kitchen helper. Thank you. Blue loved this world food so much, I think she might want to make something else.
Tap play again to make a new dish from another part of the world.